laps to go in the national final, and they're standing on the fence here watching the concluding stages. Anthony Bear, first home, wins the Australian final. Fireworks on the infield. Second place to Brad McClure.
Ash Media's coverage of the Australian Street Stock title is proudly brought to you by Speedway Sedans Australia.
Leaving David Padmore to come round. Greeny's up, ready to go. Jason.
Thanks very much. We're about set for a dispatch in heat number 4 of the Australian title. David Padmore leads them down the main straight the first time as we're underway. And Padmore leads them out of turn number 2, but on his outside is still Jack Bishop. There is Matt Nelson in this 161 car, dives underneath the Bishop and will follow Padmore through to complete lap number 1. So Paddles Padmore from Western Australia leads Nelson. Back in third place, Bishop, Lenny Bates, Darren Paisley, Scott Bull there in the orange 51. One car at the back of the field, Ricky Stewart not going too flash, not sounding all that well indeed. 11 cars out there as now the 161 of Nelson looks to come underneath of Padmore. Padmore up against the fence. Bates moves into third place. Back to Jack Bishop, Darren Paisley, Scott Bull, Stephen Gardner, and also there is car 132, Andy Maxwell Jr. Behind them is Jack Barnwell from Western Australia, and Vaughan Webber drops off the pace as well. So come into the main straight, Padmore the leader, Nelson in second place. 3 car leads back to Lenny Bates and then Jack Bishop, Darren Paisley, Scott Bull and Steve Gardner. So move out of turn number 2 and David Padmore still by a car length. Lenny Bates is starting to mow them down in the green car number 74. Back in fourth place is Jack Bishop, then Darren Paisley. Behind them would be still Scotty Bull just from Steve Gardner as they move out of turn number 2. The inquiry flag's coming out on someone mid-pack and it's a race in 3 out in front. They come up with 7 laps to go. It's Padmore out in front, 3/4 track high. Nelson driving the wheels off a 161 and Lenny Bates has caught the pair of them. Nelson takes the lead as they head out of turn number 2, but David Padmore fights back in car number 126 from Western Australia. They're side by side out of Pitts Bend. Nelson and Padmore, and Nelson and Padmore go across the line together. 6 down and 6 to go. Nelson back in front. Bates is right there with Padmore as they come out of turn number 2. Bates goes underneath of Padmore and goes into second place. Back to Bishop in fourth. Fifth place is Darren Paisley, then Steve Gardner in car number 32. Let's Darren Nelson now lead. Matt Nelson leads them, sorry. Back then to Lenny Bates and David Padmore. Further back to Jack Bishop, Darren Paisley, Steve Gardner, Scott Bull the next one through. On the outside goes Jack Barnwell around Andy Maxwell Jr. There's a battle for the lead between 3 cars, and then 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th is anybody's guess. Bishop, Gardner, Paisley, Bull, Barnwell and Maxwell Jr. head out of turn number 2 together and lead 3 cars are coming out of 3 and 4 with 3 laps to go. Matt Nelson, your race leader, 17.467 the quick lap of the race. Bates in second. Third place is Padmore. Anybody's guess for the minor placings. They're 3 wide across the line. Bishop, Gardner, Paisley. Also in there is Bull and also Barnwell and Maxwell Jr. So come into the main straight once again. 2 laps to go now. Heat number 4 of the Australian title for SRE and Speedway Sedans Australia has Matt Nelson leading Lenny Bates as they head down the back straight for the second last time. Nelson started out at a 4 and Lenny Bates started out at a 5 and David Padmore started on the front row. 1 lap to go. Here comes the challengers. 4th place still Bishop from Gardner, Barnwell, Maxwell Jr. and Scott Bull. Lenny Bates is throwing absolutely everything at Nelson, but he's going to run out of laps, and Matt Nelson wins heat number 4. Lenny Bates is second, the margin was .420. David Padmore third. Look at this for a finish. 4th place goes to Gardner. Bishop and Barnwell across the line together. .146 separated the 3 of them. Back to Andy Maxwell Jr., Scott Bull, Darren Paisley and Vaughan Webber. Ricky Stewart did 7 laps. The time for the race 3 minutes 33.405. The margin was .420 and the quick lap was by Matt Nelson with a 17.467. It's Matt Nelson, Lenny Bates and David Padmore, your top 3.
Exciting race. Padmore leading early, Nello getting through, and then Bates Jr. also having a crack there towards the end. So Matty Nelson, mate, last time I saw you up here, you were upside down against the back straight wall. That was much better.
Yeah, I much prefer running that one. It's a good start. I'm happy with that. We've got to try and get up there somewhere from starting up front. But hopefully we can keep going and stay up there in the top 3 and try and qualify.
Many changes you'll make on this car, do you think, or is it good the way it is?
It feels good at the moment. As the track changes, we might change a few things. Tyre pressures is the main one. But big thanks, Mum and Dad. Hayden Race Cars for getting the car done for us after the rollover. Lenny, good guys performance, racing with me. Squiggle, smooth suspension. The car's awesome. And yeah, thank you.
Well done. We better let him get out the gate before they close that on him. So Matthew Nelson, our winner of heat number 4. And I'll run through the grid for heat number 5.